I know this. Yo, that's why they started following me. Yo, I knew it. At some point he was going to bring the dying up. No, that's why I like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a dope business person. And I'm going to stand on the ledge and say this too. He's still a dope business person. Now, do I feel like he hates black people? No, not per se. I think he hates broke people. I think Donald Trump is addicted. He's addicted to the dislike of broke people. I think he's addicted to that. And some of the power, and then along with that might come with covering up some stuff. A few things here and there. It took a quick turn, didn't it? They wrote the Negro anthem just for Martin Luther King. It's in the history books. Go research it. Lift every voice. Yeah. Yo, y'all know they wrote that song for Martin Luther King? Man. Welcome to the Man Lucrative podcast. I'm the host, the one and only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm him. I am here another week. This is episode 116. And I still have not quit. This is crazy, right? Sandy say, I be here every week and I keep saying I don't quit. Listen, the thing is, I know you, and I'm saying this because you said that last week. I know the value in keeping, like continuing a thing. Like you got to continue the legacy. You got to keep grooming. Grooming is a bad, we don't want to say grooming. Groom free 2023, huh? We're not going to say groom. There's value in continuing something until you see the benefits and the fruits of your labor, right? It's just like this. This is one thing, and I'm going to go to, this episode is brought to you by Groomy. Yo, if you got a bald head and you need something to shave your head with, right? You use the joint go around your head, got 3 little dot things on there. I'm going to have the box. The box is going to be right there on the screen, right there on the bottom. You put that joint on your head, right? It massages your head, right? Massage your head, then it sucks the hairs out. You let the machine suck your hair out. Pause. I know it's a big pause. I got to put a big pause in there. Groomy would not approve of me saying let the machine suck anything. So I'm going to just say it'll cut your hair really, really good. Go ahead and hit it. I'm going to have the promo code in the description. And shouts out to you, Groomy. Y'all give me a good bag. Thank you. All right, so as I was saying, it's value in continuing something until you see the fruits of your labor, right? If y'all didn't know, I proclaim to have a green thumb and I proclaim to raise chickens. Granted, we have 0 chickens now, so I'm not a good example for that. We let it may have been a fox. I think a fox came in and ate the chickens. I really think it was a fox or like a big ass cat. It was one of them that came in and just ate the chickens. So I was like, oh god dang. So I was unsuccessful from protecting the chickens. And I was semi-unsuccessful for starting the garden because my kale was looking sick. But I'm going to say it's still a value in continuing something until you see the fruits of your labor, right? So I will say this one thing I started growing. I want y'all to try this too. Y'all in the super chat, Big Tim, do not laugh at me. And I'm still going to shout everybody out. I'm going to shout everybody out. But I want to just get this thought out first. So... And Tim actually owns his own garden out here in Alpharetta. I think you're in Alpharetta, right, Tim? Let me know. If you're in Alpharetta, let me know. But he's a super green thumb gardener type of dude, right? So he said, yo, all you got to do if you want to grow some vegetables, and this is a cold season. Yo, how do all the white people be knowing? Yo, how do all the white people be knowing everything about gardening, yo? Y'all be knowing everything about gardening, hunting, cars, fixing cars. I don't be knowing nothing. I be like, yo, you just know that information? Like, that's just public knowledge? Yo, yeah, if you just plant this and it fermentates in this season, and then by the time spring comes, you just pick it. Then you got vegetables for the whole season. I don't be knowing none of that stuff. But you are in Alpharetta. Okay, you are in Alpharetta. So my thing was, I said, I'm listening. Keep in mind, I got Indian friends, I got white friends, I got hella black friends because I'm black. I got Asian friends. I got a lot of different friends. My white friend said, look, all you got to do is cut your potatoes up, cut potatoes up in dices, and just plant them in the yard. So I said, okay, if I do that, then what's going to happen? He said, well, look, Michael, check it out. Y'all, if y'all didn't know, y'all, my super chats know. Y'all know my name is Michael in real life. That's my government name. Michael. I'll just leave it there. So y'all got to dig for the rest. You got to dig for the rest. But he said, yo, if you just dice the potatoes up, put them in the yard, just put some dirt on top of it, let it sit for a few weeks, the potatoes will grow new potatoes, and you have potatoes, like infinite potatoes. So I was like, wow. Like the black dude meme is like this. That's how I was feeling. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So he said, yeah, if you just plant the potatoes, diced potatoes in the yard, you'll have new potatoes when the season starts to change. Yo, do y'all know I did exactly what he said do? And what happened? I got new potatoes. Crazy. It's crazy. Another thing, and I got more than potatoes to talk about. I promise I got more than potatoes to talk about. But another thing is, he said, well, look, all you got to do is just look at how the potato does on the countertop. He said, if you just put the potato on the countertop and just let it exist, what happens? I said, I don't know. It's just little green dots. He said, what do you think the green dots are, Mike? I said, it means it's getting old. He's like, those are new potatoes starting to grow within the potato. So I was like, wow. So I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all got a food shortage, I don't know if who is it? The food FDA. I don't know if the Food and Drug Administration is going to mute me for this. But yo, if you're trying to cut on some certain foods, put you some potatoes in the yard. Yo, it works. I'm gonna bring one of the potatoes next week and show y'all like how the potato looks. It's crazy. The potatoes will grow new potatoes. But anyway, welcome to another episode of the Man Look at the Podcast. Did I just spend 15 minutes on potatoes alone? All right. So this is a weekend pod. I'm trying to keep it light. Trying to keep it fun. If you have anything in the chat that's fun to talk about, post it in the chat. I don't think I got too much negative things to talk about today. But we do have some stuff to talk about. So let me first go ahead and shout everybody out, because y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, I would have no platform. I would have no support system. So let me go ahead and shout y'all out first. Let's see. Shouts out to Ann. What up? Big Tim. What up? Angela. What up? Tommy. What up? Big Mike. What up? David. What up? John. What up? Nathan, what up? I think that's it. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this is something I'm starting to do new. Hold up, I gotta go to Instagram. Hold up, Mac the Goat, what up? Dre Cute, what up? That's my cousin, y'all. Y'all go follow my cousin, yo. I don't know what you got posted on your page, so they might come to your page, be like, oh, this mug is posting some bull. But y'all go follow my cousin, yo. The real Pat Main Dre, what up? Pat Main Dre got some dope songs. He actually submitted some music on. It was one of the music reviews I did. Was it this week? Mac? I don't know. Big Mac Dre. I don't know if it was this week's music review, but he dropped some music on the music review. It was dope. I like him. But so let's get to some business. I have a lot of different things to talk about. Y'all have been sending me some dope clips. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Cuz say I ain't posting much lately. Hey, we gotta get on that. Yo. So look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not picking on you, cuz. I'm not picking on my cousin. But I think it's cool. It's a cool, fun fact, right? Cause most of y'all, Tim, y'all now Dre, you already know where I'm about to go. Tim, I know y'all for my white people, for my Anglo-Saxons that like to listen to the podcast, right? I'm not the only one that's like a white black man in my family. I'm not the only one that's like a white black man that likes gardening, farming, 2x4s. Know the difference between the 2x4, a 4x6, a support beam. I'm not the only one. But my cousin is into like cars, like super into cars. He was on the NASCAR stuff. I don't know what he's doing with it now. But he is super dope. He was the first dude in our family, or in my family that I've known to be into NASCAR. And I was just like, yo, like like NASCAR and motorcycles. I think now since we've progressed with time, there's more black people that's in NASCAR and with motorcycles and stuff. But he was the first one that I knew of that was just into it. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. I've always wanted to be like, now I ain't no simp either. I know y'all gonna say, oh, Max saying this is about being a manly man. I'm still a manly man. I'm still him. Practice at the School of Hemology, huh? At the Hemiversity. And now I'm a hemologist. You mean? How many times can we flip him? I think we could flip him like 1,000 times. But and he graduated from the NASCAR Institute. Hold up. Are we shouting him out? They ain't paying for no podcast ad time. But he graduated from the NASCAR school, Technical Institute, top five in the class. Come on, yo. I ain't got no lanes in my family. What about you? And look, I'm gonna have to start falling back just a little bit, cause y'all hear my voice, right? I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better about not screaming so much. Trying to be a little bit more quaint with my delivery. I doubt if I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't think I got it in me. I can't just talk like this the whole time. I ain't got it in me. I got too many dynamics in my voice. But anyway, first order of business. We got to get these street thugs off the street. Get them out of here. We got to get the street thugs out the street. The tea is gone, dog. The tea, it is empty. It is gone. All right, so, one of my followers on IG, keep in mind, I'm not vetting any of this because if I vet some of it, it might end up getting serious. So I think it's a little bit more funnier if I just look at what's happening or I commentate what's happening in real time. All right, so I got one of the clips from one of my followers that's based right here in Atlanta. Shouts out to all my ATLians. He sent me a video of, I think it's a white person too, unfortunately. This is one thing I want to say too. This is one thing I want to say because this pod today is particularly going to be aimed towards a lot of finance-based stuff, right? Finance and some funnies. But I find it very odd that whenever certain people from certain groups, certain communities do something that's just stupid, nobody from the community wants to own it. Case in point. When I talked about what was the Amazon workers and they were trying to drop off stuff in the hood, right? They were trying to drop off some packages in the hood. And then the whole hood just came down there, raided the Amazon truck, was walking off, had sticks. I'm gonna say sticks because I ain't trying to be banned. So they had them big boys walking up to the truck, taking stuff off. The Amazon workers just standing back, and he just letting them take stuff off the truck. And I posted the clip, and I had my head like this. I was like, man, I want us to do better, right? I didn't see not one black. No, I ain't gonna say black. I ain't see not one nigga say, you know what? Maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we should try to dig into a little bit more security. What up? Maybe we should dig into a little bit more security. So I ain't see one nigga say that. Not one. So I said, okay. And keep in mind, this is why I post certain things on my Instagram. This exact reason right here. When I post something from a certain community, I expect for that community to speak up and say, you know what? We need to handle that. We need to talk about this. This is an issue in our community, and let's fix it. Nobody ever fixes it. When I posted that about the Amazon truck getting raided, not one person. When I posted something about the white person doing something that was egregious, not one angle. What's the white version of a nigga? I'm gonna just say another white nigga, right? Not one spoke up and said, you know what? We need to handle Todd. Tim, I need y'all to, we need to handle Todd. Todd is just doing too much these days. Wow. He must be really going through some hard times. Now, not only those communities. Yep. You know I got to bring the smoke to the other community. You know what community I'm talking about? The Alphabet community. Yep. Rainbow Coalition. Yep. They got to get smoke. When I post it, because this is the thing. This is the thing, and this is why I always say, be careful of who you allow some of your clout. If you got a certain clout in a certain community, it's okay to just be gay. I'm going to say that. It's okay just to be a lesbian. I'm going to say that. It's okay to be transgender. I'm going to say that. Do you, boo, right? But when you add it all together, when you put it all together like a big pie, like a pumpkin pie. No, not pumpkin. Black folk eat sweet potato. We eat sweet potato, apple pie. We eat that, right? When you mix that joint up and you say, you know what, we one full community. The whole community is one. LGBTQ plus, and it's the other letters that I'm not trying to like downplay y'all. I just don't remember all the letters right now, right? So we gonna put them right there front stage and say, all right, so y'all chose to be one big group of people. Y'all chose to stand together, right? Y'all chose to do this. So when I post a nigga doing some stuff on my social, I expect for y'all to be like, you know what? They might be doing a little bit too much. So it was a school teacher that I posted. It was a school teacher I posted probably about 2 weeks ago. And she was trying to teach the students, you know what? Don't refer to me as ma'am or sir. I thought they were going to say refer to me as they. I'm cool with that. Let's go. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a real clap. If you want me to refer to you as they, let's go. Let's get it. I'll do it. I'm at the point where I'm willing to call you what you prefer to be called, so it's no agitation, because that's what you choose to do. But when you start saying, instead of saying sir, call me zer, I said, no. Instead of calling me miss, it was no miss, it was zer. It was she made up words. No. I need to program like a boo button for that. But guess what? After I posted all of that, the community said, you know what? We ain't gonna say nothing about this. We're gonna just let this go ahead and fly. We're gonna let it go over. You know, it'll pass at some point. Y'all need to stop it. Y'all, I see what y'all doing. When somebody do something stupid, y'all need to go hit them with the stupid stick. Hit them with the stick. Hit them with the stick. Hit them with the stick. Y'all need to do that. Stop playing. Angela said you were exactly right. So Angela, this is my thing. All right. And that I didn't even mean to get off on this tangent, because I'm talking about holding certain communities accountable. And Cuz said, what the F is a zer? Exactly. What is a zer? Zer, cur, like what is this? All right, so this is the thing. I saw an Anglo-Saxon trying to go down there and burn Martin Luther King's building down. Where the king was born, down here in Atlanta, Georgia. There was an Anglo-Saxon said, I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. I'm going to burn it. Was spreading gasoline. Everybody just looking. They just like, what we doing? How y'all going to let the Anglo-Saxon burn down Martin Luther King's house? The king was born in Atlanta, Georgia. What up, Carlos? The king was born in Atlanta, Georgia. So y'all, listen, Anglo-Saxon, keep in mind, I just told y'all, I'm going to hold everybody accountable. The LGBTQ plus community, I'm going to hold the black folk accountable. I'm going to hold the Anglo-Saxons accountable. I'm going to even hold the Indians accountable. The only thing the Indians doing right now is getting a check, though. So they're like, we ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. We over here getting money. All right? But, yo, I want y'all to go speak to y'all sisters and brothers in my Anglo-Saxon community. You like how I said that? I know how to not ostracize communities, Angela. I'm a good person. I'm a nice guy. But, no, y'all got to hold these folk accountable. Just like I expect us to hold our people accountable, hold your people accountable. If y'all see them doing some ridiculous stuff, that's the king. Come on now. Come on. What did we do? I think they wrote the song. They wrote the Negro Black the y'all know I'm about to say some BS. They made the Negro Black Negro anthem. The American Negro anthem. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. African Negro anthem. Indians stay clear out of exactly. They wrote the Negro anthem just for Martin Luther King. It's in the history books. Go research it. Lift every voice. Yeah. Yo, y'all know they wrote that song for Martin Luther King. They knew he was coming years before he was born. Huh? Black Jesus. But nah, for real, on some real on some real stuff. Like I said, I wanted to have some fun. I don't want to make it a super serious thing, but I did think it was ironic that nobody came and spoke up. Just like, this is another thing. It was a black dude. This is probably back in May. It was probably May, April, something like that. Went down to Emory on Peachtree with them sticks, with them big boys. Shot it up, right? Everybody said, oh, you know what? He had to have some type of like what was it? It had to be like a mental illness. It had to be. No, this nigga was crazy. Get these thugs off the street. I might make this pod, that might be today's pod's name. Get these street thugs off the street. Tim, you said you, so thank you. You agree full, thank you. We have common sense. We got common sense. But yeah, we just got to really like just hold folk accountable. All right. Now, since we're getting into the Christmas season, let's see where we want to go. Where we want to go next? Where we want to go? Nah, we're going to go to Billy Porter. We're going to bring Billy Porter to the stage. Billy Porter, it's your turn. Everybody, it seems like everybody gets a turn to come to the stage. I don't care if it's a musician, if it's an actor, if it's a family member. Everybody gets a chance to come to the stage and get their little bit of light. They're 2 minutes of fame. Not 5 seconds. They're 2 minutes, 30 minutes of fame. And I posted this clip earlier this week, and I thought it was ironic that we all just keep jumping into the hole. Everybody keeps jumping into the hole. Angela, I'm not talking about Puff today. I'm trying not to talk about Puff at all. But Billy Porter's up next. Y'all listen to this. Sad, but it's true. All right, here we go. Talk to him, Billy. Talk to him.
I'm making 6-cent checks on Pose, a show that I won an Emmy for.
So what do you mean you're making?
6-cent residual checks. What?
That's what you're getting?
Yes, that's what we're getting. Some of us are getting 6-cent checks. No. That's why we were on strike for 118 days. No, y'all don't get to do that to us anymore.
And so have you really lost a home?
Yes.
Is it your home?
Why would I be lying?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just sort of,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're just being a journalist.
I kind of thought, really? I mean,
yes,
yeah.
It is. Everybody in this business, except for the ones who are making the FU money, are 3 months away from homelessness. If you got laid off tomorrow and didn't get a job for 3 months, you'd be in a...
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, so thank you, Billy. Thank you. All right. Yeah, y'all already know. And you said you... All right, so you're in L.A. I didn't know you were in L.A. Okay, so you saw some action. All right, so this is the thing. My cousin says, I wonder how your mama feel about Puff now. Yo, okay, all right. I'm gonna go to Billy because he's on the stage right now. But I gotta talk about what my little cousin just said. He said, I wonder how your mom feels about Puff. My mother, my blood mother, my real mother. I know folk be calling folk their mama and their auntie and their cousin. They don't be related. Y'all need to stop. That's something we need to stop in 2024 too. Stop it. It's not real. It's not a real relationship. But anyway, my mom loves Puff. And innately, that's how I grew towards a liking for Puff. But then I got into the music business, and then I really started to like, yo, this sounds bad. This sounds like I'm about to be on some. When I got into the music business, I really started liking Puff at that point. All right, I'm done. I'm done. That is not where I'm going with this. But my mom loves Puff as a result of that. I like Puff. And then when I got in the music business, I like people that just takes charge of a situation. People that are the manifestors, right? Now it's two different groups of manifestors. One manifestor group is the dreamers that don't got nothing to do. They just be like, yo, I know God is gonna give me, Big Jesus is gonna give me about $1 million tomorrow. They're gonna be looking, they're gonna look at it. Tomorrow comes, got the million still ain't come. And they're gonna keep praying the same prayer for the next 10 years. That's one group of manifestors. The other group of manifestors is like the Puffs, the 50s, the Tyler Perrys. They say, look, Big Jesus, I know you're going to bless me. If you don't bless me now, you're going to bless me somehow. Some way, somehow. And they put forth the work. They put forth the action. Then it comes into fruition. That type of manifestor, I feel like that's what Puff is. So that's what I like. Well, now, I'm not going to take it away. I'm going to tell you, you know what? I'm going to stand on it. I don't know if I'm going to be in the burning building. But I'm going to stand on it. Now, I can stand for Puff and still believe Cassie. Huh? Y'all feel that turning. Y'all, why we do this in church? Why do we do, Angela, do you know why we do this in church? Mike said not the quickening. Why we do this in church? I feel a turning of the hands. All right, so I could believe or stand for Puff and believe Puff's accusers at the same time. Folk do nasty stuff. This is a reoccurring thing. I ain't got to say nothing else about that. But as it relates to his business acumen, Puff is fire. Call him what you may, but guess what? Just like, I'm going to say it, the Don. Everybody talked about the Don. They said, man, he is the worst president ever. The Don. If y'all know who I'm talking about Donald Trump. I already know Andy. Before I start talking, I know Andy over there like, yes, that's why I started following you. You like, yo, Andy, Tim, Andy. I know this. Yo, that's why they started following me. Yo, I knew at some point he was gonna bring the dying up. No, that's why I like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a dope business person. And I'm going to stand on the ledge and say this too. He's still a dope business person. Now, do I feel like he hates black people? No, not per se. I think he hates broke people. I think Donald Trump is addicted. He's addicted to the dislike of broke people. I think he's addicted to that. And some of the power. And then along with that might come with covering up some stuff. A few things here and there. It took a quick turn, didn't it? It took a quick turn, didn't it? Yeah, I got white folk in my super chat. Y'all know I love y'all. But I got white folk in my super chat. That's why I'm laughing like, yes, I knew he was going to talk great about the Don. It's been like 5 podcasts, Mike. I mean, God, jeez. But no, I do feel like he's dope when it comes to business. Like, he's a dope business guy. Can't take that away from him, right? So that's my 2 cents. Now, back to Mr. Porter. I gotta chime it back up. Yo, D-Bro, you laughing. All right, so this is my thing. When it comes to Billy Porter and the arts community, I've been saying it's a reoccurring thing. I want y'all to think about it like this. Every time I bring up these subjects of an artist, that might just about hit me in the mouth, didn't it? Like, open mouth. No, I don't want to open my mouth. Yo, why do I keep doing that? I'm gonna do better next time. I promise I'm gonna do better next time. This is the second time that's happened in the podcast. This is the second time it happened in the pod. I'm sorry. But I said, yeah, the mic, Angela, the mic about hit me in the mouth. I said, oh no, I don't want to open my mouth. Oh. So this is the thing. All right, this is the thing. The joint keep flashing. I'm gonna restart the live for everybody that's on Instagram. I'm gonna restart the live for everybody. Oh, it's back. We're back up. Okay. But yeah. I'm not opening my mouth for nobody. Nope. I open my mouth for my dentist. Yo, okay. All right. I gotta point this out. How many times, my fellas, specifically my fellas, how many times have you been to the dentist and they be like, all right, open your mouth, and then they put the little stick down your throat, and then they say, wow, you have no gag reflex. Wow. Let me see how much further you can go. What do you do on your extracurricular activities? All right. I'm done. Back. I feel like I should go to another person and not go straight to Billy Porter, given what I just finished joking about. Yo, cuz, the doctor ain't never tell you ain't had no gag reflexes. Wow, look at the molars in this guy. What? Hold up. We got Abe in the building. What up, Abe? Yo, Abe, you are a responsible man. So Abe, y'all go follow Abe Portraits. He's one of the dopest producers ever. He's dope. Abe, you are a man. I'm speaking specifically to the men right now. How many times have you been to the dentist? Big Mike say you wildin'. How many times have you been to the dentist and the doctor say open mouth? He say open mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. He put that stick down your throat. He say, wow, no gag reflex. Look at the molars in this guy. Yo, Tim, I don't care whatever you and your wife do in your private time. All right, I'm not gonna go nasty. We're not gonna go nasty. All right, back to the business. All right, so, yo, Mike. They said no gag reflex for you. Okay, yo. All right, we done. We gotta go. I got audio listeners. I actually have audio listeners that's gonna listen to this on the playback, so I gotta go back to it. All right, so Billy Porter. Billy. Yo, keep doing it, big bro. I appreciate it, yo. So Billy Porter came in and said that he's only getting 6-cent residual checks. It goes back to the same conversation I've been having probably since the beginning of this year. This is one thing, and I want y'all to put this into perspective. If you are the owner of something, how is it possible for you to tank the business? Very easy to tank the business, right? Now fast forward it. Say you got, I'm gonna say 30 people, 50 people working for you, 100 people working for you, and then all of them are being very productive. So now your business has grown from being zero, because it's just not zero. Say you made $3 to $5 grand a month. So you make it $3 to $5 grand a month with just you by yourself. So you barely making it. You got enough to pay your bills. You got enough to do the important things, but you don't really have enough to really, really grow it. You hire all these people. You hire 4 people, right? You go from just you to 4 people because you're doing good. You're starting to do better. Those 4 people now start to make you what? What's that? $20,000 a month. So you go from making $5,000 to $20,000 a month. Their salary might be, let's say, $3 grand each. So let's say you take home $10,000 a month, right? Now, let's just say all of those people that work for you, stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Let's say all of those people that work for you that's making a decent little salary say, you know what? You taking 10 grand home a month, and we only taking 3 grand home. And you say, well, yeah, I own it. This is my business. I own it. So what do you want me to do about this? You appreciate it, cuz you say, I own this business. So what you want me to do? I take 10, you take the 3. What's wrong with that? Well, no, we deserve more. Everybody that works for you goes on strike. Everybody that works for you goes on strike because they want to get paid more money. Tell me what you're going to do as the owner. As the owner, you're going to be in a tight spot because you got to have the people to come back for productivity. And then on the same note, you don't want to feel like you're getting used. You don't want to feel like they smacking you in the face with a fee, with a big fee. So what do? And this is something I don't have an answer for. I don't have no solution, no solve all. I don't have anything for it because I feel like that's what's happening in a lot of industries right now. I think that's what's happening in a lot of industries. People are coming in and out, and then they're making certain demands after they've made a contract. Because keep in mind, we might look at NFL players and basketball players and baseball players as like the creme de la creme of income makers, right? But guess what? At the end of the day, it's all a contract. Whether you go work for Lowe's, Home Depot, whether you go work for IBM, whether you go work for Apple, whatever, you are still signing a contract to work for them. So what happens if you say, well, you know what? I have been making $72,000 a year, but since so-and-so over here is making $100,000, I want $100,000. And then Apple says, all right, well, you go get your C+ certification or whatever. Get your certification, come back with that, and we'll give you $100,000. Well, I don't want that. They ain't got it, so I don't need to have it. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening in the entertainment streets. But the issue with this is now when you put AI into the equation or you put certain technologies into the equation, I feel like it's gonna cut it down even more. Like the price of a brick done dropped. That's how I look at it. So when although I do stand with the artists, I stand with the musicians, I stand with everybody that feel like they deserve more because I feel like you probably do. You do deserve more. But the person that invests into the project that you're on, you got to start looking at the numbers. Y'all got to start looking at the numbers. And I'm not taking up for nobody, but I do feel like we got to start looking at the numbers. If you know that, I'm going to say Andy, I don't want to use that word because that's a real person. Let's say one of the brothers. If y'all don't know what this quotation means, just take it. And then I'll tell you after I get off alive. But if one of the brothers in one of the families own a certain network and they own a certain television show, what makes you feel like you're going to make the same amount of money that they make? You never will. You never will. You might level up and start making more, but you're never going to touch that type of bag. Be honest. So although I applaud all of the actors, all of the SAG-AFTRA actors that toughed it out and was willing to lose some stuff to gain, although I applaud them, I want to make sure that we make it very clear. We got to make it very clear. You're not in the super clear yet. We're not all in the green just yet. It's still in the red because what I've noticed about the entertainment business, what they'll do is when a new technology comes up, they say, okay, let's see how many times we can F these people. If I can F you 1,000 times under this old contract, I should at least be able to F you 1,000 more times under this new contract. Keep in mind, let's do this. Let's go back to the 90s, right? Let's go back to the 90s. I would like to call that the golden era because I feel like in the 90s, a lot of stuff was kind of in limbo and they hadn't corrected it. So artists was getting the bag. They was getting the bag and like, yo, I'm going to do this. And after I do this, I'm going to go do this. Case in point, it was some artists that would get signed to labels and the label signed them to $1 million deal, right? We wasn't super advanced like we are to be able to look at the algorithms, to look at the analytics for every page, and this artist should bring this type of money in with this type of crowd. We didn't have that back then. All they could go off of was technically what the DJs in their territory would say. Well, this artist has done this type of spins and this type of so-and-so. If they come out here and do a show, they should make this kind of money. The label will book the show. Artists go out there and do the show. They make their cuts. Artists still make some money. Label makes some money, and they keep it moving. But then the artists got smart while they were on tour. They said, well, you know what? The label just taking money off the door. Label just taking money off for the booking. I could go ahead and come up with me like a t-shirt line. I come up with some cups. I come up with a product line. So the artist said, well, you know what? I'm going to use some of my money from the deal and go buy these products and sell these products at the show. So then they had the products out. They say, well, look, after y'all enjoyed the music tonight, yeah. Y'all enjoyed the music tonight? Yeah. Make sure y'all visit the product table out before y'all leave. Support us and support us so we can move forward. So the artists would start collecting another 100,000, 200,000 off of going on tour. So where the label may have paid them 50,000 to do the tour, the artist still collect another 250. So the label said, you know what? Y'all collected 250,000 and we only getting this. Hold up. Wait. We got to figure this out. So what the label do? They say, instead of us giving you a deal based off of the tour money, off of the spins that you might get on radio, off of your album sales, we're going to do this whole deal that encompasses your products, your product line, any other business venture that you choose to do. Any business venture that you choose to do while you're on this deal, we're going to attach another something to this. And what they birthed, the 360 deal. So then they birthed the 360 deal. So then the artist said, well, I don't feel like that's fair because, we eating up some of our money. The label said, yeah, we eating up some of your money, but look at all the costs. On this deal that we gave you, we got to recoup this. Now, granted, I do feel like the label's on some BS. They still on some BS as it relates to percentages and how they're making cuts. But from a business perspective, it makes sense. They got to make it make sense. So then the social media era presented the whole idea of streaming. Napster came in and said, oh, y'all thought y'all were going to release some music and us not get, you know what, burn it. So Napster got all the music for the free. They started tapping into the networks from, I don't know how I would love somebody from Napster to come do a pod. That would be dope. But they said, you know what, we're going to tap in. We're going to go ahead and cut this, and that. The label said, wait. We're not making no money off of the spins. We're not making no money off of the sale, like the sales off the album. Everything is for free online. And we barely making money off the products. What can we do? The label said, all right, so instead of doing that, we're going to take everything offline. We're going to put these meta IDs or whatever it's called. And every time a song gets played, we see a digital ID. We can start making some money off of it. We'll just sign it up and attach that to the artist deal. Artists said, okay, y'all going to do that. We're going to just start releasing some music independently while y'all do that. Label said, okay, cool. We're going to go do a deal with the platform that you're doing the music. You're dropping your music independently, right? Yeah. All right, so we're going to just go do a deal with Spotify. We're going to do a deal with Apple Music. We're going to go do a deal with all these other streaming platforms and get a cut off of what you're doing since you want to go do it behind the doors. So I feel like it's inevitable for companies to transition into other things and try to get as much money, the bang for the buck. It's business. It is business. It's a nasty business, true. But know what you're signing up for. That's on y'all. So Billy, although I'm gonna stand with the artist, I stand for everything that y'all stand for. I'm gonna say go into everything with your eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. So, and them residual checks, this is another thing. I'm gonna be one of the first ones to tell you, them residual checks be trash. Like I think my first residual check that I may have saw was like a stack maybe, or $3,000. It wasn't a whole lot of bread. It's definitely not something you could live off of. Definitely not nothing you can live off of. So, artists, let's wise up. Own as much stuff as you can own. Do as much as you can do for yourself before you get somebody else to the party. You know what I mean? Make the party private. Make the party private. I'm going to go through some super chats right quick. And we already, golly, them hours be going mad fast. I thought about doing a 2-hour, but I'm like, I don't think, with a co-host, a 2-hour would be great. Let's see what y'all talking about. Are residual checks a monthly thing or a annual thing? Okay, so as it relates to residual checks in music business, it's normally on a quarterly basis. But what's random is I never have seen a residual check all 4 quarters of the year. It's normally been like a 3-quarter type of deal. So you might see one like in October, November-ish. And then you'll see another one maybe mid-spring. And then you see another one like late summer. right before everything starts to change. So I've only seen it 3 times a year, but it's normally quarterly. Now I'm gonna say the people that are way more active than me are probably seeing checks every quarter. They're probably seeing checks every quarter, and I do think that it's going to be different. It's going to be based off of your output. Case in point, if I produce a song on a Beyonce album, right, and let's say I'm fortunate enough, because with these big artists, they collect a whole lot on the back end. Like, even if Beyonce or whoever don't write the song, they're going to take writer's credit because they're that big of an artist. They're going to take some production credit as the artist because they're that big. And I think it's the fact that they know how much money their album is going to generate. That's how they kind of base some of these percentages. So if I produce a Beyonce song, and let's say I'm fortunate enough to collect 10%. Out of 100%, the producer normally gets 50%. Then out of that 50%, the artist might take another 10% because they're that big. And then out of that 10%, out of that 40%, now I might have to cut that with somebody else that they chose that they got a publishing deal with them or whatever, right? But let's say I'm fortunate enough to walk out of the door with 10% of a Beyonce song, one Beyonce song. That joint might make $100,000 a year. It might make $100,000 a year. That's why people keep running to say, "Oh, I gotta go." That's why they'll go do it, because if you're fortunate enough to land that song, you're gonna make some good money. What up? What up? What up? Hold up, Fabian in the building. Hold on, let me give my boy a clap. Easy, what up? Shish, what up? But that's why they'll run to try to do the songs for those artists. That's the exact reason why they'll run. We were talking about residual checks as it relates to the independent artists versus major. I hadn't got to the independent side just yet. But with the major artists, that's why we would try to run and get a song to M, run and get a song to Jay-Z, run and get a song to Kanye. The percentages is fire. So now let's do this. If one song on a Beyonce album, let's say I collect 10% of one song on a Beyonce album, makes $100,000. What if I produce 3 songs? If I produce 3 songs on the Beyonce album and I only collect 10%, or let's cut it down. Let's say I do a publisher deal and collect 5% each. That's still $150,000 I'm collecting off of one album. Right? Now, granted, that's it's more kiss and tell and networking and politicking with the people that have the power. On the independent side, let's say you collect 100%. You collect 100% of everything that you do. You get, and this is what I teach. This is exactly why I teach this, because you can kind of control it a little bit better. But let's say you go online, and let's say I'm gonna use my brother right here. I'm gonna use my brother Easy ATL. Make sure y'all follow him. He got the beard. He got a real beard. I got a play beard. Yo, he got the real beard. He got the big joint. Ladies, hey, Erica, I know you like them beards. I know you like them. Yo, hey E, if a girl named Erica follow you on Instagram, just know. Yo, why you sending the laughing faces? I'm just saying, if a girl, but anyway, so yeah, that's why I teach for the independent artists. If you are trying to get into this space and you make money off of your music, go hard on building your social media platform. If you go hard on building your social media platform, now you got people that's coming to your page to support your business being your art. Then you set the price of the brick. You set the price of the brick at that point. So let's say this. Let's do this. Let's do some numbers, right? I'm going to do some numbers right quick. And I had one more subject. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. But I had a lot more subjects, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it. All right, so let's do this. Let's do some quick numbers, right? I'm going to use y'all for example. Everybody that's in my super chat say, yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Right? Y'all like that, right? That's pretty dope, right? So let's say everybody in my super chats, y'all paying $5.99 a month right now, right? Let's say I get to the point where it's 10,000 people. that's coming to the super chats every week, right? Or they're paying every month. They're paying $5.99 a month. 10,000 people, right? That's $59,000. That's almost $60,000 a month. Almost $60,000 a month. And then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that money back towards some Google ads. I'm gonna start promoting other businesses and use that as social credit in certain spaces, and then just grow the platform bigger. And then I create another me. Well, not create another me, but I give somebody else that's like me the platform to build another platform. And then it just keeps generating more and more bread. But on top of the bread, if you're actually giving value to people, then they're gonna be like, yo, I listen to him because he helped me do XYZ. That's why I do that. And this is just super chats. And that's a high dollar bill. Let's just take it down. $5.99. Let's say I only get 800 people. Let's say I only get 800 people to subscribe and pay super chats. That's still $4,700 a month. That's bill money. That's good bill money. People can live off of this. And that's just 800 people to subscribe to a super chat. Now, what I got rolling out as of January 1st, everybody if y'all watching this on the playback and y'all got a gold ticket from me, open up the email. If it say Magneto7 gold ticket, open the email up. I got some fire. That I'm offering to my people from the gold ticket. Because so the lucrative community is going to be opened up to my musicians as of January 1st. The lucrative community, appreciate that, bro. The lucrative community is going to be based off of what it is you do. If you're a musician, let's use my brother. Let's say he's a musician and he says, look, I'm building my platform. I got this going on. I got this going on. I need to promote it. My lucrative community is going to be $19.99 a month. That's what you paying for Hulu, and that's what you paying for Disney Plus and all that stuff. But $19.99 for me is actually going to benefit you. Because guess what? Everybody in the community does something that benefits everybody. So we all network with each other. When I have events and they come over and they say, we're going to do this. Guess what? You can market your stuff within the community and everybody's going to talk about it because everybody has something to benefit from it. Netflix is $17.99 right now. Okay, all right, there we go. So if you paying, let's say you paying $19.99. Hold up, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what they're going to get right now. As of right now, for my lucrative community members, at $19.99 a month. And keep in mind, when I do the music reviews, they are paying $10. Every time they submit a song to the music review, they're paying $10. I went through my email and counted how many people submitted in the month of November. I had 85 people submit for music reviews. 85 people. Guess we got to get to TikTok is where it's at for real. TikTok is the play for real. My super chats, no, that's what I always promote. TikTok, because you're going to get the organic reach. And like here, they're going to just keep pushing me to the same people that already follow me. What's up? They're going to keep pushing me to the same people that follow me. On TikTok, they push you to new people. And then if you got some type of a personality, some funnies or whatever you got, they're going to stay for that. That's how I've been building. So I had 85 people to submit for music reviews in the month of November. 85 people at $10. So now think about it like this. I'm offering my lucrative community members one music review per week, one group coaching call on Sundays, discount to all the Mad Lucrative events, and they're going to get other discounts based off of the need of their business. So if it's a business that's trying to promote their, let's say, food truck. It's a business that's trying to promote their food truck. An ad for me right now costs $350 to run an ad on this podcast. So when y'all see me run the Groomy ads and all this stuff, it's $350 for the month. My lucrative community members get half off of everything that I do. So on a Mad Lucrative platform, whatever, interviews is $500 on the Mad Lucrative platform right now. The bigger my platform grows, the more it's going to cost. It's a I'm not going to name the podcast, but it's a podcast that's based in Vegas. They sent me an invoice because I was interested in going over there to do an interview. $5,000 is what they charge for an interview right now. $5,000 is what they charge for an interview. Now, granted, I think they had like 300,000 subscribers and all of these extra perks, whatever. But $5,000. If you're in my lucrative community and I got 5,000 subscribers, well, almost 5,000 on YouTube right now, almost 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. My lucrative community group members is gonna get all of this stuff for $20 a month. So y'all just do the math. It's a win-win situation. Now the perk is the growth. The more you grow, the better I look, the better you look, the more you got more people to sell to. All right, $5,000, bro. And I'm. If you want to know, I can send you the name of the podcast. But they are charging $5,000 a pop, and they hitting these joints. They drop a podcast every day. So, yeah, it's just numbers. It's numbers and volume. But I believe in providing as much value as possible. Andy said, I don't even make that in 2 years. Yo, Andy, this is my thing. That's why I keep telling y'all to think different. Everybody got to think different. Nobody has to think like a poverty person. Nobody has to think like, well, yeah, if I hustle hard, I'm going to make $50,000 this year. If I hustle hard, I'm going to make $60,000. What if you make $50,000 for the month? It's some people in the mentoring group that I'm a part of, because I'm not even on that level yet. That's why I like to be a part of people that's way bigger than me. It's people that's having $50,000 days, $100,000 days. That's how I'm not there yet. I aspire to be there. But that's why I keep telling y'all, like, Tim, I know you got the whole farm, right? You got the farm in Alpharetta. There's no reason why you can't have $100,000 a day teaching somebody how to farm and how to do certain things the way you do it. The way Tim does, what Tim has right now, correct me if I'm wrong, I forgot what type of seed. Is it pinto beans? Yo, I'm black, so I'm going to go to pinto beans. I'm going to go to what is it that your farm grows? What is it that your farm grows that you sell to other people? What was it? All right. So, all right, Tim grows soybeans in Alpharetta. Tim is growing soybeans in Alpharetta, and you're selling that to other people to feed their cattle, right? You sell that to other people. Now, Tim got a check. Don't get it twisted. You got a check now. That good old white privilege. No, it ain't. It's not. I had to take it. It's not white privilege. It's not white privilege. Is it? Is it white privilege? This is why I love my community. I could go back and forth and we joke. It's a joke. It's a big joke. It's not, okay, all right, you work hard. I already know you, though. I know you. He worked hard for it, for real. He works hard for it. But, all right, so the thing is, with somebody like Tim, he could teach other people how to grow soybeans on their land and sell it to other food distributors and make a bag. It's a bag within you teaching somebody how to make a bag. That's the point I'm trying to get to. You're a great player, right? You could teach somebody how to get out here and get some gigs. You could actually teach. It's money in teaching people how to do certain things. But I think what's happened is a lot of people, and I'm not saying you, I'm not saying you, Tim. That's why we get into it. But it's a lot of people that think that because what they do is so important and it's their thing, they don't have enough. I can't teach nobody how to do it, because if I teach you how to do it, then you're going to take the bag from me. No, why we all can't just make the bag together? Why we can't just make the bag together? That's my point. Angela says 100% true. Yeah, thank you. Big Tim. Mike, I got you, dog. I got you. All right, E. All right, E said accurate. Trey said you right, fam. Appreciate it. But yeah, like I had so much more to talk about today, but I can't get to it. All right, we gonna talk about some of these trickery plays next pod. Probably Tuesday we gonna talk about this. I didn't even get a chance to get to the Poly family. Oh my God. Somebody sent me a clip of a poly family and the dude like, yo, we gotta move in together because I gotta start saving. Like, and the girl like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I might try to get to that next week, but I think what we covered was important for the most part. So yes, lucrative community members, I will be having other perks added as of January 1st, especially for my musicians. If y'all want to join, I know my cousin asked about Super Chat. Super Chat is a part of the Super Chat is going to be free for my lucrative community members. I'm going to just put it like that. So everybody in my Super Chat, if y'all, and I'm not trying to upsell you because I know some of y'all are just, y'all comfortable where y'all at with that $5.99. Cool, stay there. I'm fine with that. But as far as my musicians that's a part of my lucrative community, it's going to be in your best interest. Go ahead and go ahead level up for the $19.99. You're going to get the music reviews. You're going to get a whole lot of other perks instead of just Super Chat. Because what happens is once I kill this live on social media and I kill the live on YouTube, we go to Super Chat and we on for a whole nother hour just talking about business and like things that'll help. For y'all, what's going to happen is for my Super Chat members that transition over to lucrative community, we're going to have group discussions on Sunday evenings. And I don't know if it's good for y'all schedule, but that's my schedule right now. Sunday evenings, we're going to have like meetups and we're going to be actually doing brainstorming per week. Like, what do you need? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? And I'm even have some speakers come through and teach y'all like certain strategies that y'all can use to grow your businesses. Because people that I'm using is going to be teaching y'all. All right. So that's some of the perks in addition to like just podcast stuff and all that. So anyway, yo, it's been real. This episode 10, no, not 10. God, I'm past that. 116 in the books. If y'all need anything, make sure you holler at me. Y'all know the email. Y'all know how to reach me. I'm here. You know what I mean? Dig it. Peace.
Nato.